last night. Congrats on the brace today.
Thank you.
Can you just take us through maybe like the emotions and just kind of what this weekend has been like for you?
Yeah, I think yesterday was a lot of nerves. I've never been, given a speech in front of that many people and, been awarded something like that. But also excitement, right? I think for the weekend, having my family in town as well, I think is a big weekend to have an award, have them be a part of it, and then also come into the game and, you know, be able to score 2 goals and have them there for that, and now enjoy the afternoon. I think it's a good weekend, and I'm happy.
You mentioned last week the team needing to step up
Yeah.
in training. Did you feel that this week, and was today a result of that, you think?
Yeah, this week was solely focused on us. We didn't do any much scouting on Galaxy or anything like that, and it was about the competitive nature that we had in training and every day that allowed us to get this win.
Diego, congrats on the win. You seem more vocal than ever before on the field with your teammates. How much of this do you contribute to your opportunities going to the U.S. Men's National Team camps?
Yeah, I think you can say that it has helped me, but I think I'm still a leader that shows, with the ball at my feet and how I'm playing and how I work, right, my work rate and stuff. But yeah, I think it's good to show, the other guys and talk to them, to help them, with their confidence or help them with their play and stuff like that. So I think it's both.
And then going into next week's game against Nashville, what can you take away from this victory against LA for next week's game?
I think we're going to continue with the competitive and the work rate. I think just put our heads down and focus on ourselves, and then, hopefully I think we still need to be better in both boxes, and that's something that we'll work on this week. But I think the competitive nature is what's really going to help us and, make us, right, like our DNA and RSL.
Hey Diego, just kind of walk us through your goals tonight, and what did you see, and how did you find those spaces there to get it in the goal?
Yeah, I think both goals happened because I took the risk of getting into the box. 15-yard run, 15-yard sprint to get into the box. That's something that I've been working on. Even when you don't think the ball's going to get to you, to just put yourself in that position. And yeah, luckily both balls ended up, on my feet, and I was able to put it away.
Pablo kind of talked earlier about how you have grown as a player, where you will find the pass first or the assist first instead of shooting to the goal. And today you find crucial space in that. Is that something that you emphasized this week in training? And how do you can talk about the development that you'll be having with that?
Say that again.
So Pablo talked is that you were a player at the beginning
Yeah.
that will find the pass first
Okay.
instead of shooting.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us what has grown from that.
Okay.
And then today you find crucial space in there.
Yeah.
Was that something that you walked through or worked through the week today, this week?
Yeah, I think, like I said, right, just getting into the box and putting myself in those positions allowed me to be able to have chances like that, right? I think the second goal is a prime example of that. If I don't make that run, then nothing happens, right? But if I push through, the ball just ends up right there, and I'm able to tap it in. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. And, yeah, just being patient and when we're in the attacking play, staying in behind lines and making, runs and stuff like that to create space, whether it's for me or for my teammates. Yeah.
Hey Diego. So in the second half, you were really vocal about the press.
Yeah.
In that upper third, it looked
Yeah.
like you were trying to get that hat trick.
Yeah.
How did that, what were you trying to say to the guys? What was the game plan there?
Yeah, it was exactly what it was. I think we needed the guys to put in the work. I think it was 2-0 up, and we were kind of, I don't know how to say it, we were like taking the piss. I feel like we kind of we weren't fully running. We weren't getting close to guys. We weren't having that last tackle. So I think for me, it was getting frustrated. I'm up top working and trying to, do something and get more goals, because the game's not over, right? We want to get a third or fourth. So that was making me frustrated, and just trying to push the guys to make sure that they're, we're all doing our jobs.
Congratulations on the brace today, 2 goals.
Thank you.
Are you happy with the way things are kind of moving, gelling with the club, finding a way to move forward and be more aggressive? Because it seems like there is a tendency to maybe play the ball around the back a lot. So what are your thoughts on how you're gelling?
Yeah, I think, well, first off, I am happy here. I'm very happy. But I want to say, yeah, I think as me as a player, I want the ball as much as I can be, right? And even if it's not as much, I want to get the ball in the right spots in the right time. You know, whether that's getting 2 touches a game, but they're crucial touches. That's what I want. But I think it's something that we're gonna work as a team, and that's why we're not every team's perfect, and that's something we got to thread more balls into our tens. I think we need to get into the passing zone, diagonal runs more often, and then things will start to work like today.
Great to see young players turn into veterans like yourself. Today was a great game for young players to get some minutes.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on these young players, Gozo, Berea, that are forcing their way onto the team, looks like?
Yeah, I think they just got to take their opportunity. I think when they come in, make sure that their work rate's at 110%, and then play the simple passes and let them get in the game, because they do have the talent to be able to play. So just making sure that they're having the confidence, and they build their confidence and grow into a game.
Diego,
What's going on?
I didn't get a chance to talk to you in Orlando because you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
This is the second U.S. window in a row
Yeah.
where you've been the standout player,
Yep.
or certainly one of the 2 or 3.
Yeah.
What did you bring this week? What conversations did you have with Miguel, either at practice or tonight, about you moving forward?
Yeah, I think I'm just continuing to work. I feel like the national team is of course an honor, and I'm grateful for that, but it's just like playing here. I think when I'm there, I'm focused with the national team, and when I come back here, I'm focused solely on RSL. And doing those things allows you for the opportunities to go back and forth, right? So I think and I think with Coach Miguel, it's awesome to have him come out here and explore the city, explore the club that I'm at, and talk to people that I'm with daily, so he gets an idea of what my daily and my weekly looks like. So it was cool, and I talked to him, and it was just good to catch up and kind of talk about what their plans are for me and what they expect from me, and then now it's my time to execute it.
Perfect. And then last year, we've usually seen you out on the left. This year, you've been more central. Tonight, it looked like you were almost playing a 9 where Ari was behind you.
Yeah.
Where are you most comfortable? Because honestly, the press looks better tonight and
Yeah.
more coordinated than I've seen it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's wherever the team can get me the ball. Yeah, I think she has a question. No, I feel most comfortable wherever I'm getting the ball, but yeah, I'm happy to play wherever.
Thank you.
Diego, felicidades por el gol, por los goles. Si quieres me respondes en inglés,
Okay.
por favor. ¿Sientes alguna presión cuando la gente está creyendo que Diego es el motor de este equipo?
No, I think for me it's solely just doing what I'm made to do, what I feel confident in. I like the pressure. I like when the team relies on me, or when people put the pressure on me to do stuff, or to so-called carry the team. I think that's in my DNA, and yeah, I like it.
¿Has escuchado y te gusta que te llamen Diego?
Yeah, they used to call me that in El Paso a lot, so yeah, it went away, so hopefully we can bring it back.
Ya empezamos a llamarte aquí Diego.
Okay, gracias, thank you.
Jaime, do you have any questions?